Customers looking for a lavish electric SUV have many choices nowadays, and Audi is outfitting to add one more to the rundown: the 2025 Q6 e-tron. Opening between the Q4 e-tron and Q8 e-tron, it means to be an answer for the individuals who view as the previous all-in-all too little and the last all-in-all too huge. Albeit at first offered exclusively with a double-engine, all-wheel drive powertrain, a solitary engine variant will join the setup later as a section-level model. For the present, the double-engine variant will work well for drivers, with 456 strength and an expected driving scope of more than 300 miles for every charge. The inside is cutting-edge and liberally styled, with a bended presentation screen on the dashboard and reasonable materials utilized in the upholstery. For something somewhat more sharp, the Q6 e-tron Sportback offers a lot of a similar encounter, however, with a fastback body style. A presentation-situated SQ6 e-tron is likewise offered, yet we survey that model independently. At the point when it raises a ruckus around town close to the furthest limit of 2024, it'll equal other EV SUVs, for example, the Cadillac Lyriq, the beginning electric GV70, and the Lexus RZ. The Q6 e-tron is an all-new model that is supposed to start creation in 2024 as a 2025 model. The cost of the 2025 Audi Q6 e-tron is supposed to begin around $66,000 and go up to $81,000, relying upon the trim and options. Audi hasn't delivered data on valuing for the Q6 e-tron yet. However, we gauge a beginning cost of around $66,000. We additionally anticipate that it should follow Audi's ordinary trim-level construction, offering exceptional, premium besides, and renowned forms, each with shifting degrees of extravagance. At the point when we figure out more data about the Q6 e-tron's cost and highlights, we'll refresh this story with subtleties. Until further notice, all Q6 e-tron models accompany a double-engine electric powertrain that offers all-wheel drive and 456 torque. A back-tire drive model with one electric engine is supposed to come later. We've driven a double-engine Model Q6 e-tron with an air spring suspension framework and found that it offered a quiet and controlled ride. The presentation disapproved of SQ6 e-tron raises the stakes with 510 pull and a sportier suspension tune, so lover drivers will need to see that model, all things being equal. Whenever we have the opportunity to drive and test a more refined and last creation model, we'll make certain to refresh this space. While we haven't tried this case yet, Audi predicts the Q6 e-tron can hit 60 miles per hour in 5.0 seconds. Whenever we have an opportunity to drive the Q6 e-tron on our home turf, we'll refresh this story with test results and additional driving impressions. The Q6 e-tron utilizes a 800-volt design and highlights a 94.4 kilowatt-hour battery, which Audi says can assume responsibility from 10 to 80% charge in less than 30 minutes on a DC quick charging association. The EPA hasn't delivered an expected driving reach yet we think the most effective model will be equipped for going around 300 miles for every charge. The EPA hasn't said something regarding the Q6 e-tron's mileage gauges yet, and we haven't gotten an opportunity to take it on our 75 miles per hour parkway mileage test course. At the point when we do, we'll refresh this story with true experimental outcomes. Like other Audi SUVs, the Q6 e-tron sports a contemporary lodge that is stacked with show screens and comfort highlights. While the look is without a doubt current, we suspect a few clients might be overpowered by how much computerized land. Those people are still certain to see the value in the alluring materials utilized all through the inside, some of which are produced using feasible materials. Albeit the Q6 e-tron is close in size to the internal combustion Q5 SUV, its wheelbase is north of 3 inches longer, which brings about a more roomy traveler compartment. Freight space behind the subsequent line isn't quite as liberal here as in some other EV SUVs, yet the Audi offers a little frunk capacity compartment in the engine. A mass of screens rules the Q6 e-tron's dashboard. The bended 11.9-inch check show and 14.5-inch infotainment touchscreen are both norm, yet a third presentation, a 10.9-inch touchscreen, is a discretionary extra for the traveler. That screen considers admittance to the infotainment framework and can likewise transfer video content, the perspective on which is impeded to the driver while the vehicle is moving. The product utilized is another Android-based interface which, regardless of its absence of actual buttons, we saw as simple to adjust to during our test drive of a model. A head-up show and a route framework with an expanded reality highlight are accessible, just like a 830-watt Bang & Olufsen sound system. Audi offers a ton of driver help highlights as standard, including fundamentals, for example, robotized crisis slowing down and a driver sluggishness screen. Further developed highlights, including a versatile voyage control framework with a path-focusing highlight, are accessible as choices. Key well-being highlights include standard mechanized crisis slowing down with person on foot location, standard path takeoff cautioning, accessible versatile voyage control with a path-focusing highlight,